Okay, today's video is going to be about block insert. And what is a block insert? Well, block insert is when you're inserting a lot of data into a table, and when you're inserting a whole bunch of data into a table, what's going to happen is your log file is going to grow, your transaction log file is going to grow. And when that balloons up, if you run out of space, well, your database will stop working. So the purpose of having a block insert is to control the amount of space that's being logged into this transaction and the amount of data that's being written to your MDF file. Okay, so let's take a look at this. So here in my database, I have a table called sales and have sales order, product ID, and line total. And here's a data for that. So this is a small table, but I mean, we can use it as an example. So we're going to insert all of those records into a new table. And here is my new table. It is called block insert. I'm going to insert an ID, a product ID, and a price. And then we will see the data. So let's take a look. So in order for a block insert to work, you need a column that has an ID. So in this scenario, it's going to be the sales order ID, because we're going to need to know where we are at in terms of the record. So an ID will be helpful. So first, we're going to declare 3 variables. Okay, so now let's set the value. So the value is going to be set at start is equal to 1, set at last is equal to our number here. That is the last record in our record set, and then while at start is less than last, begin, and now we're going to set the end. So set end is equal to start plus, now we're going to block insert by 500 records. So this is where the 500 comes into play. Now I'm going to insert into my block insert table. Okay, let's do the values. So it'll be ID, product ID, and then price. Then we're going to do a select. Let's see, select what? These 3 columns. Paste from sales. Oops. Sales. Okay. And then where sales order ID between at start and at end. So then we're gonna set, start is equal to end, and then +1. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Here we have our start, our last, our end variables. We're going to set our start to number 1. Our last record is going to be 121,000, while 1 is less than 121,000. Our end is going to be our start, which is 1 plus 500, so it's going to end at 501. Then we're going to insert into this table we're going to select these three values from this table where sales orders between start and end. So when it does the insert of 501 records, it is going to reset the start value from the end. So it will be 501 plus 1, so it'll be 502. So when we start again, it'll be 502. And it'll just continue a loop until it is completely inserted. So let's execute this. Da, 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 da. 0 rows affected. Okay, so there you go. Okay, so the reason why we have 0 rows affected is because I don't have my start. There's no sales order equals 1. So my sales order is actually a higher number. So that's why we see all the zeros. Okay. And if we keep scrolling, we'll see the data that's being inserted. So now if we go back to our block table and I do a select and execute, there's our data. So all this was inserted into blocks. Okay, so I hope this video helped you out, and I hope you understand the importance of using block insert when you're dealing with very large data, because it is very helpful for the system, and it maintains the log file. So if you like this video, I hope you give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Bye.